Hey everybody, I am back, and I am back with Vistra, the dwarven fighter from Wrath of Ashardalon. Pretty happy with actually how Vistra came out. When looking at the heroes, I was impressed by this model. I think compared, as the heroes go and some of the models go, this one has quite a bit of detail, is a nice model. And I'm not sure how often I'm going to actually paint a dwarven female fighter, and so this might be the last time, who knows. And so it was a nice opportunity here. Basically, I used a number of different metal, I guess, paints. And so if you can see here, there's one type of gold. It's almost like a bronze that I used in there as a finishing. This is a more of a shinier gold that I used. I used lead belcher in the regular steel or metal that's used here as well, but then I highlighted with a metal medium, just the metal medium that you use to mix with things. It's almost like a silver, and so I used that. I did actually the bear a little bit differently than I've been doing the other bears. Might not look that much different, but I actually did use some gray in its pelt, just to give it some variety there. I did a bit of dry brushing to actually show the zenith effect here on this patchwork cape. I guess the most glaring thing that I did differently that I've never done before is I don't know if it's proper to call this a non-metallic metal, but this is sort of like a stone or an alternative metal look. It was done by starting with a darker blue and then on top of a black, I should say. So it's going from dark to light using a black primer, a dark blue, and then lightening up that blue and doing a dry brushing. I think it came out really good. It's actually exactly the effect that I was trying to achieve. And where I saw this is when I was looking online. I did Google, and I tend to do this, Vistra, and look at people's and the way they had actually painted her. I saw one person that did something like this. Everyone for the most part, mainly did lead belcher. Like I would have done the cobalts in the past and used like a metallic paint and just created that metal look. I saw someone that did this look but with green, and so it was sort of like a dark green rather than a light green, and it just looked really cool to me. I just really liked this. It looked very it's the word I'm looking for, but maybe just sort of like majestic armor, ceremonial armor almost is maybe a better word. It just looked really cool to me, and so rather than making her a blonde or a redhead like most people seem to do, I just kind of made her black hair, gave her black hair, and like this is a really fairly badass looking model for like a female dwarf. I mean, she's like pretty massive, like what she's carrying and everything, and so I wanted her to look like she was pretty tough, and I think I got that effect. I really like the look of the multiple metal schemes. If you see this here, when you look at my painting, initially I painted everything except the top of the hammer there, and this metal first square on the shield. I painted this bright gold, and then I went over it with another layer using this gold here to give that bronze look. I think the combination of these various metals gives it a bit of a realism, because when you see everything kind of colored the same color, it looks almost like a superhero. It doesn't look very real. It looks kind of too glitzy and weird, where this actually is a nice combination of metallics. Then and then the non-metallic, for the actual armor itself. So, overall, I'm actually really happy with the way this figure, this miniature, actually came out. I wasn't sure, never am, how these are going to end up coming out, but this one I was quite pleased with. So So next up, I have the last two heroes, which I'll do together in a video for Wrath of Ashardalon. Then I have Ashardalon himself, the dragon, and at that point I'll play the game, because despite what I said in an earlier video, I still haven't played the game. But it'll be great. I'll do a video of all of them on the table to just show what I've accomplished over the last couple months, just painting these guys. And as you probably saw from my last video, I have more Eldar on the way. Some of the Eldar, I'll just show here, are actually ones you've seen before, but these are just 5 more Wraith Guard that I need to paint to create my 10 Wraith Guard. I have got, besides them, I have Warlocks that I have to finish. I'll be doing them complementary, but a little bit different to the video that I did earlier that titled Warlock. And besides that, I have another Warwalker to do, which you won't see a video on because you've seen plenty of those in the past. And then I've got a Falcon, which I will do a video on. And so after that, I am fairly complete on Eldar. I'll be getting all the new models in the textbook that's in the codex that's coming out, and I'll have other stuff too coming as well from Eldar. I have to paint my Warp Spiders and my Striking Scorpions and some other ones as well. Okay, see you guys later.